Beatrice Bakery, the 2-pound grandma's original or chocolate fruitcake. Now, first time several years ago, they told me I was going to be presenting fruitcake. I went up to the guest at the time and I said, "Have I done something to offend you?" And all of the color ran out of their face, and they're like, "No, of course not. Why?" And I said, "Why are you making me present fruitcake? I don't like fruitcake." And she was like, "Please just try it." This is Stacy Stoffer, by the way.
Hi, everybody.
Love having you back with us. And it wasn't Stacy who I was talking to at the time. And so I tried it on the air and was blown away.
Right? I mean, it's usually the joke of the gifting season. Like,
They don't
the
really
fruitcake,
make new fruitcake, they just re-gift it.
Yeah, it gets thrown in the closet. This is going to actually have you craving this, and that's why it's become our QVC customers one of their favorite desserts, their favorite fruitcake, and we have it in the original and my favorite, the chocolate.
It's a very dense cake. It's 67% fruit and nuts. There is no citron, meaning there's no orange peel or lemon peel in here, so there's nothing bitter. It is made with brandy, rum, and bourbon. Now, baked with those things. Now, the alcohol burns off, but you're left with the aromas and the flavors and all of the nuts and fruit. And as I mentioned, a little slice will do you because this is a very dense cake.
Dense, soft, full on flavor. Beatrice Bakery has been making this recipe that dates back 100 years ago. A real grandma, a real recipe, old world German style, found by her 2 grandsons. This is the bakery. The bakers have been there for decades in Beatrice, Nebraska, in America's heartland. These are cakes made by hand. The bakers sort through the nuts to make sure there are no shells or broken pieces. The batters are gently mixed, and by the way, it's an all butter batter, which I know you are a huge fan of, right?
I just love saying all butter batter.
Gotta love that. Again, with all the premium fruits and nuts, 67% fruits and nuts. This thing is jam-packed, and again, it will make you a true believer in fruitcake and the magic of the holiday
If you have never liked fruitcake, you're going to like this fruitcake. You're not just going to like it, you're going to love it. Now, we are shipping either now or 12/9. There is no auto delivery. We're doing either the original or the chocolate. We are more limited in the chocolate.
Of course.
Now, if you want the chocolate, shipping now, I have 240, that's all.
Oh my goodness, okay.
If you want chocolate 12/9, I have 740. And the original, very, very popular. I'm going to go ahead and have just a little bit.
Take a slice over here because we pre-slice those, so you don't have to worry about dirty little fingers.
Not to worry, not to worry.
But let me tell you, and while you're eating that, I'm going to just quick show off the chocolate because it's so dense and it's so rich. But what you're talking about are premium quality ingredients. At the base of this are what's making him dance right now. Michigan glacé cherries, candied juicy pineapple. We have English walnuts, California raisins, both golden and dark. We have Georgia pecans, California almonds, and then the bourbon, the brandy, the dark rum. It is truly decadent.
This is fruitcake the way you always hoped it would taste. We open fruitcake and we think to ourselves, this will be great. And it's not. And then you put it down politely and you're like, maybe next year it'll be better. This is going to be good from the first bite. When I was in high school, I worked at a drugstore.
Okay.
I was a stock clerk. And if the case cutter went a little too far into the case of fruitcake and we damaged it, had to go in the break room to be eaten.
Oh, yes.
So as a poor high school student, we're all eating fruitcake.
Yeah, you're eating as much as you can.
Didn't like it. But we ate it because it was free.
out of necessity, not out
But
of
it was
want.
free, right? And so we ate it. And not great. And so that was my only experience with fruitcake. And then when this came to QVC, I thought to myself, oh, is it going to be more of the same? Not even close.
No, not at all. And this is the chocolate that you're looking at. What we use is an ambrosia cocoa, which is a very premium, high-fat cocoa that's great for baking. It produces a softness to the cake and almost a fudginess. So this is really for the chocolate lover. But again, the stars are there. Those Michigan cherries. Look at how beautiful, plump, and juicy. You can almost see that when you bite into that, it will almost be bursting with a juice because it's premium. And this is a low and slow bake process. process to make these phenomenal. Almost 2.5 hours. Then what we do is we seal them up, we package them, we put them in a cooler for 40 degrees and let them sit for 6 weeks. That way, these flavors really, really develop. You get that boozy warmness, almost like you're sitting by the fire. Imagine like you're just having a rotten day at work. You take out a little bit of this, you had it packed in your lunch, and you take a bite, and it's really, it warms and soothes you, yet delights your taste buds. It is a magical dessert.
Now, when you taste this for the first time, or when you open it for the first time, you're going to see refrigerate on the packaging.
Well, okay.
And I would encourage you, if you're looking to slice it, yes, refrigerate it, because it'll
100%.
slice a little better.
It'll slice better chilled, but by all means, if this is something that you need to hold on to, you can just store it in a cool, dry place. That's what we recommend.
In your pantry?
For 9 months, it'll be good because of that alcohol's in there.
All right, so please know we're shipping this either immediately or 12/9, going very quickly, and it is a brand new offering from Beatrice Bakery. And did you all know that once these cakes are baked, they have to sit for 6 weeks?
6 weeks.
6 weeks they have to sit and absorb all the flavors. They have to kind of marry all the flavors together, and then you end up with something that is delightful. If you want it shipped now, in the chocolate, I have 150 left.
Okay.
In the original, 1,200. And in December 9th, chocolate, 600. And December 9th, original, 2,100. May I try the chocolate?
Absolutely. You've had the chocolate before,
I have.
correct? Yeah. This one's spectacular. And here's the thing. We are super busy at Beatrice. Again, this is what we're known for. So these only come around, and really, we can't bring many in. They come around this time of year.
Stacey Lou, this chocolate is so good.
Right. Well, if you had to pick one, could you? Would you pick the chocolate?
It's hard to say. They're both so good.
Depending on what mood you're in, because sometimes you just crave something.
I might order
chocolatey.
one of each.
I think that's a really good idea, David.
Because that way you can have whatever you want.
Look
Whenever
at
you have a
that.
hankering for chocolate, you got it. If you have a hankering for original, you have it.
Oh my gosh, beautiful as is. And again, a little bit goes a long way. So each 2-pound cake would feed, I'd say you could get about 15 real nice slices, or if you want bigger chunks like I'm holding right here, you'd probably feed about 10 people.
And you don't need big slices.
No.
This is a very dense cake.
So good.
So a little wedge and some hot coffee or tea.
Okay. Yes. Can I take my bite now?
All right. I'm going to join Rachel. She's going to begin with my non-stick cast iron pan. You remember this?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
This is the second version.
Nice, David.
All right.
Good version.